Hello again, YouTube. This is Dr. Kendo, and welcome to another Scribblenauts Unlimited Object Editor commentary. Of course, we're going to be creating Mothra here in the Scribblenauts Unlimited Object Editor, and we're going to start off with a Manticore as the source object. This will be Mothra as it's shown in the King of the Monsters upcoming film, obviously, if you've been reading the title, and you've seen like the last 3 episodes, right, in this series. Anyway, we got an Archaeopteryx coming up right there. There's a leg piece of the Archaeopteryx kind of down below, kind of near the feet, I guess I should say. And we'll use that for a lot of Mothra's feet and different parts of Mothra, actually, because she has quite a, I would say it's a pretty new design and everything that they're going with in King of the Monsters for a lot of the cast of kaiju. You're going to see that Archaeopteryx leg piece went everywhere. You know, it was on all of the little bottom leg feet parts of Mothra, as well as we're going to take this blobfish end tail part to be some feet in the back. And we did use a moth, like there's the abdomen piece, the end of the moth, and that will actually be for the same part of Mothra, in essence, there that we placed on the Manticore. Notice that these fangs, not only did we put some down on the front feet, but also attach them to the body, you know, the torso of that Manticore, and then just move them over for those front hands, you know, right there in the front on that, I guess you could call it Mothra's chest. And so she's gonna have a sloth head to give us most of the shape, and the reason that I actually like this is not just because, okay, kind of like it's like a rounded shape and everything like that for the head, but it even has like this hair in the back of it, and that's sort of like this furry Mothra look, you know. I feel like Mothra looks actually really realistic as a moth, just ginormous, and obviously the wings are insane. Notice on the 7th page of the texture color pattern library, I use that little like down in the bottom left hand corner, blue sparkly texture. That'll be for Mothra's eye that we can see. We're looking at this basically Mothra from a completely horizontal view, and so on the 4th page of the texture and color pattern library, in the top left, that's where we use that texture right there. It's like a camo print or whatever for the wings, and those wings are just typing in moth once again in Scribblenauts Unlimited. Sometimes, you know, the stamps are obvious and sometimes they're not. With the butterfly, we're gonna go with this wing that's just right there in the front at the top, kind of, and we'll place that as like sort of a second layer. You know how often moths or butterflies, you'll see like kind of the main wing and then like a smaller section of wing right behind that. So that's what we've done, and we've named the creation Mothra. All right, we're in the properties editor, kind of the essential thing that we're gonna say about our Mothra creation here as it pertains to Scribblenauts. Most of the information that we filled out in the properties editor is pretty self-explanatory, or you'll know what to do with that. Now, in the scripting, I mean, I guess this is somewhat interesting. It's just that when we've set it for when this object loses or gains health, she will add an adjective, fearless once, so that she doesn't run away from any fights. There will be some inevitable battling, of course, but we also had it add the adjective of sparkling, and then we're gonna wait a set time and then remove that adjective. This is because, you know, you can see Mothra just glowing crazy. It's really kind of like a light blue glow to Mothra in some of the scenes, especially in the trailer that we've seen for King of the Monsters. Probably in numerous trailers. And so like that. Anyway, we're gonna see what Mothra looks like here on screen, and of course with our Godzilla creation from a few episodes back. I'm still happy of that design, but check this out. We're gonna be riding on top of our Mothra here. I'm almost completely covered up by those wings. There, our Scribblenauts Dr. Kendo avatar. But of course, I know what you guys are waiting for. Let's go ahead and dismount, make Mothra become hostile, and this will be an amazing battle of epic proportions. Here we got Godzilla versus Mothra, and so Mothra coming in strong, although Godzilla coming in, I think, even more strong here, with that atomic breath being blasted out in the form of a blue fireball in Scribblenauts Unlimited. Godzilla also using his head, using whatever he's got to use to take down Mothra, who's flying up above, getting in quite a few shots, although look at this, Godzilla proving to stay strong, and actually, I don't even think he's gonna, well, he might lose at least a part of one heart before Mothra, and no, that is Mothra down right there on the streets of Capital City, my friends. Godzilla towering over me especially, but also taking down our Mothra creation. But I'm guessing you guys have read the title, seen the thumbnail, you know who we're creating next. Let's do it! Alright, my friends, we're actually going to be starting off with a Manticore as the source object once again. Isn't that crazy? I don't think we've, well, we might have. I was going to say, I don't think we've ever done a source object twice in one episode that's the same, but maybe we have, actually. We've done a lot of Five Nights at Freddy's things and whatnot, using golems as source objects and all of that good stuff, so it's probably been done. I should definitely walk back on that. We got a monster coming up right there. We did actually, well, I didn't even mention, actually, we're creating Toothless, of course. You guys know that, but we're making Toothless Toothless here, and I wanted the legs to be sort of set up where the, shoulders and I guess upper leg parts for Toothless they're big, but we also wanted there to be some beefiness there on the feet on each side. And so Monster is actually a good stamp for that in the front, but I'm going to combine a dragon with an iguanodon kind of foot or shin piece right there, and we won't be showing the foot of the iguanodon. The dragon foot is going to be covering that up. And of course with the manticore, I would say just with that as your source object, you are going to need to make those like shoulder and thigh, the upper leg parts, you are going to need to make them bigger. Otherwise they're going to look way too skinny, especially for Toothless here. Leviathan, we actually took the body piece that's very close to the head. It's not the neck part, but where there's like a fin looking thing of the Leviathan, and then we actually grabbed another tail piece, and that's just going to be 2 of 3 right there. One next to the tail, very end, but then also the very end tail fin right there. And this actually looks great for, I would say, for what the tail could look like, especially as it translates into Scribblenauts Unlimited. We are definitely going to talk about Toothless's tail fin right there and everything. To me, it's looking pretty good. And How to Train Your Dragon 3, of course, coming up. It's already been released at the time of this uploading. At the time of this recording, however, it's Thursday, February 21st, and I believe the movie comes out tomorrow in the United States, probably in many territories. We got a dragon wing coming up there. You do need to type in dragon wings with an S at the end to make that pop up. Raptor will take the top head part, not the bottom jaw, but the top head of the raptor. Give it this texture from the texture pattern library. I think it's on the 7th or 8th page right there. Gives all those streaks and things. It kind of looks scaly a little bit for this creation. A dayfly. We'll take that back tail piece of the dayfly. Notice that we did have a spiderfish. There was a fin piece like that was not only for the scar sort of above Toothless's right shoulder near the neck, but also to separate that tail fin right there. Again, we'll be talking about that tail fin in a little bit. A ghoul, the fish ghoul, of course, not the monster, but the fish ghoul. There's that side fin of it that looks almost like a hand with 3 fingers. We did that behind the raptor head to make that for a part of Toothless, as well as the dayfly piece. You can type in firefly or lightning bug basically to get this, and we took the back abdomen part of it, back body piece. It's gonna start off Toothless's eye as well as the tube top to finish that off, where the tube top basically can make a large pupil. I always feel like one of the things about Toothless, it's like there are so many things that are really cool about the design, but something that really actually sets him apart other than being able to retract the teeth is actually having those huge eyes like that. And so I did want that to be part of our Scribblenauts creation. I mean, there's so much really, because like also the wings are pretty big, and he does have a separate set of wings here, so we'll make sure and get that in as well. I think all the rest is just sizing everything accordingly, and of course naming our creation. Before we jump back into the properties editor, this time for Toothless, and this is where we like to read background information and fun facts. I'm gonna go ahead and read. Obviously, Toothless is Hiccup's Night Fury and is a huge part of the How to Train Your Dragon series. He has 2 sets of wings, the main pair that we see easily, but also a smaller pair near where his tail and body meet. Then at the end of his tail, he had 2 tail fins that helped with steering and stability in flight. But of course, fans who saw the earlier films know that Toothless is missing the left side of his tail fin, which is then replaced with the mechanical fin that Hiccup designs. Now, for How to Train Your Dragon 3 Hidden World, from what I know, it seems Toothless can now fly on his own after a new tail fin is constructed, similar to the, I think, short film where we see an automatic tail fin. So we indicated that in our creation with the spiderfish fin to be the line separating the fin from the rest of the tail. And I'm excited to see where this takes Toothless in the movie. Let me know what you guys think, especially if you saw it already, because as we mentioned, it was just released in the United States territories at least on Friday, February 22nd. And I really hope that you guys enjoyed it so far, if so. But check this out, ladies and gentlemen, we have our Toothless creation on screen. This is epic. I'm gonna be sitting here riding. Now, I guess Toothless would normally need a saddle if we were gonna do this, but again, we're creating this design without the saddle so we can make it all as one object. The other component of that, of course, is just based on what we've seen in the trailers and everything for How to Train Your Dragon 3. And so, why not take our 2 creations from today? We're taking 2 different universes and blending those together in the form of an epic battle between Mothra and Toothless. Now, presumably Mothra would be a heck of a lot bigger than Toothless for sure, but you know something, that has never stopped Toothless from taking down enemies. I mean, Toothless has definitely had some hard-fought battles, I would say, against foes much bigger than he is. And so we got Toothless, we got Mothra. Toothless has set Mothra ablaze on fire right there as Mothra sparkles. She's attacking, he's attacking, they're all just going nuts. It's actually very evenly matched, I would say, right here, of course, as a source object of Manticore versus Manticore. sure. It's all just going to come down to now statistics, who got off that first hit, maybe also Toothless using that fire to his advantage, where Mothra is now just being burned to a crisp, it seems. And so Toothless, Mothra, pretty evenly matched here. We're seeing them both on 2 hearts right here, and I don't know who is going to win this. It's going to be insane. Toothless still shooting out that blast. I do think we should speed this up just a little bit, but this is insane, you guys. Who's going to win this? Who do you think would win this? Mothra versus Toothless? Put it down in the comments below, of course, and suggest who you want to see created next in this series. I don't know what is going to happen. Oh my god, this is actually one of the more close Scribblenauts battles that we've had in a long time right here, where you just do not know who's going to take that victory until the very end. It looks like Mothra unable to get a lot of hits off. Toothless doing a whole bunch of damage. I think Mothra is going to go down. This is going to be insane. Is it going to happen? Mothra getting a little bit of damage, but no. Mothra is down again. Mothra not having a good time in the battles today. Toothless going to be reigning victorious right there. How to Train Your Dragon 3, Godzilla King of the Monsters. Good stuff, ladies and gentlemen. If you are new around here, please hit that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. And we upload every single Sunday morning. So much love to all of you out there. Be grateful, be kind, and I will catch you guys on the next vid.
And thanks for viewing.
Down the road up